I say Moore Street Conservation Trust for the invitation to speak here today. My compliment. The title of this rally today is actually the same as the title of our organisation. We are a separate organisation, independent of any political party or organisation, here with a campaign stall on this street every Saturday, normally just over there, for over 10 years. Yesterday we were here again, our 530th Saturday. Of course, we share the objective of the historical conservation of the street. We also want a vibrant street market that is centuries old, with street stalls and small independent shops to survive and thrive. All of that is threatened by the plans of the property speculator Hammerson. At Grafurica, where we stand now in Moore Street, in the Moore Street area of the laneways around us, is a social space, a street market and also a battleground. A battleground in 1916 against the British occupation, but also a battleground for over 2 decades against property speculators and their accomplices in successive Irish governments. The garrison of the GPO occupied these lanes and the 16 houses behind me, tunnelling from house to house. They called the occupation in this street and laneways. At least 3 of them died in lanes up the street, and the occupation army killed unarmed civilians in this very street. This whole terrace should be a museum. The shops should be on the ground floor. You should be able to walk through the walls all the way through as they did then. You should step on the pressure plates that will set up virtual presences of people who fought in 1916 to tell them where the 1916 Rising was a huge event in our history. You have like of the 7 signatories of that wonderful document, the Proclamation of Independence, 5 of them spent their last hours of freedom in this terrace of 16 houses. 6 of the 14 shot in Dublin by British firing squads spent their last hours of freedom here. All that has been officially placed in this street, apart from all of that, has been one small plaque. And over 2 decades ago, that very plaque disappeared for a while, only to turn up in a property speculator's office. Brothers and sisters, the 1916 Rising, as Donald just said, was not just a huge event in Irish history, but in the history of the world. It was the first ever rising against World War. The first rising of the century against colonialism and against the biggest empire the world has ever seen, which inspired other risings around the world. Taking place in it was the first workers' army, the Irish Citizen Army, and which also recruited women as well as men. The first Republican military women's organisation, Coming Amon, also fought in it. All of those were the local revolutionary organisations represented in this battleground. The speculators planning area, officially UNESCO World Heritage Site, recognised for its special contribution to world history and human development. There are a few sites with UNESCO World Heritage status in Ireland, but none for history. The Irish state has nominated Dublin City for UNESCO World Heritage status, not because not for the 1916 Rising, not for the sake of the formation of the Vienna era, nor of the Irish Citizen Army, nor of the Irish Volunteers, nor of the Company of Arms, not for the formation of the Irish Republican Brotherhood twinned with New York, not for the founding of the Young Irelanders, not for the rising led by Robert Emmet, not even for the victory of Brian Bruce's forces at the Battle of Clontarf, an event recorded at the time in France and in Iceland. Nothing of the sort. The Irish state wants Dublin City to have UNESCO World Heritage status for its Victorian architecture and for having been at one time considered the second city of the British Empire. What could be more cringy and warlock to it? Nothing can more plainly illustrate the slaving ties of great heritage. This state is why we can happily turn our sights of history and heritage over to property speculators. Because gone means don't even think of it as their history and their heritage. And in a way, they're right. It is our history, our heritage, and part of world heritage, wherever people is precious. The organisers of this event, it has been announced that there will be significant reviews in denial of the accused of against the planning commission of the branch of the in the same demolition group, we don't have the financial resources to take on the It is worth remembering that it was not court processes that prevented demolition of buildings here in January 1916, where a consultation of these buildings over a week, for about 6 weeks, blockading the site from 6:30 in the morning, 5 days a week. Court cases and petitions win when they are also backed by strong popular support, and in that every single person has a role to play. And you can support our party campaign by following the Save Moore Street demolition groups on Facebook and Instagram, sharing our posts from time to time and signing our petition online. The struggle to save the Moore Street area from demolition and for a living street market and a historical cultural area is not just about Moore Street. It's about what kind of a city we want, what kind of a country for our future. One which treasures its history and fulfills the needs of the people for their physical comforts and their cultural development. Or one that loves the city and country for the benefit of property speculation. Dear son, our star, our night of the blind, the college extravagance of our son, our Lord, our son, our